Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell.
Welcome to the Experience in Ignorance show. I am your host, Blake Brown. Finally, we're finally doing this shit, y'all. I mean, it's been a couple months that I just have been trying to figure things out as far as how I'm going to do this. Do I want to do it on video? Do I want to do it just as a podcast first? And I said, you know what? The video can come a little later. Right now, we're going to do audio only. And I think it might fit because my co-host, Swerve himself, he's not with me. He's not around me. He's in a whole nother state. And this is the best way we can do this for now. So to whoever is going to be listening to this, thank you in advance because I'm not doing this for profit yet. We're not doing this for clout yet. We want all the smoke. You dig? Like, no bullshit. We want all of it. Right now, it's just something as an outlet that we can get our heads and get our headspace clear from all the shit that we see and hear. Talk about everything. I'm a guy who likes to talk about pop culture shit, and I'm more experienced in the pop culture. Uh, I'm more experienced in talking about my own personal thoughts on everything that I hold near and dear to my heart, which is probably a bunch of bullshit. Pop culture. I love wrestling. Um, Food. I love to cook. My job. All my experience, everything that I'm experienced in, I want to talk about. My co-host, he's more experienced in sports. I love sports. I'm a football fan, football head through and through. But he's also an Uber. He's a coach basically. Like, this motherfucker studies everything about sports. Everything. Swear to God, when his firstborn was a baby, he ingrained it into his head because coming from where we come from, that was everything we knew, sports. But I started knowing other things, acting, wrestling, um, girls at a certain age. But his mindset was on sports, and his mindset was on different things as well. And he's going to talk about his experiences and that, and I'll be more ignorant to the things that he's talking about, just like he's going to be ignorant to the things that I'm talking about. Hence the name, the experience, and the ignorance. So, we're going to talk about everything. It's not going to just be sports, relationship. We're going to talk about our experiences in life. We're going to talk about women. Of course, we're going to talk about women with men. This is it. We're going to talk about love. We're going to talk about acting, movies. I'm a movie fanatic. He's not much of a movie fanatic. I know a lot of shit that doesn't even need to be known about different actors and actresses because I'm a nerd for all that shit. We're gonna have some stuff that we agree on, some stuff that we disagree on. We're gonna talk about same sex relations. We're gonna talk about it all. We all have an opinion. We're not gonna be disrespectful. Want to let you guys know that. Um, there are certain things that are gonna be controversial that you may hear, and tough titty. It is what it is, but we're not gonna be disrespectful about it. And we want healthy discourse. We want everybody out there, whoever listens to this podcast, and it's not gonna be many at first, but we're praying to God that we can get at least 1,000 listeners by the end of the year, maybe. If not, we're happy with what we have, and we're gonna try to do this shit once a week, whatever day is possible for both of us. We're gonna make it work. It might be on a Friday or a Saturday. We may record the audio and drop it a different day. But right now, I'm gonna roll with it solo because over the last week or so, man, I've been talking on my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page. I also have a Facebook page for the podcast Experience and Ignorance Show. It is, I believe it's Experience and Ignorance Podcast on Facebook. I also have a Twitter, Experience and Ignorance Show, and TikTok, Experience and Ignorance Show. So we're trying to get it all in YouTube, the Experience in Ignorance show. I will have probably this audio version up there later on this week until I figure it out because that is what I'm doing. That's what I want to do. I want to get this all over. Also, I'm working at the same time while I film this podcast. A nigga got a job. He got to make his money. You feel me? Um, but and forgive me, y'all. I'm gonna get sidetracked because that's how I am. I got a million thoughts racing through my head, and I'm trying to get it out. So this is an outlet for me to get my thoughts out and try to teach myself to be on one page and then move to the next page and finish that first page. Don't keep going back to it. Finish that page and then turn it over. So I guess this is a little way for me to gather my thoughts in a coherent way. And I can't wait for y'all to take this journey with me, man. I'm excited about this. So with all that being said, the couple things I want to talk about today. And I wish I had somebody to bounce this off with, but it's going to be my thoughts about certain things I've seen that I posted or that I've talked about on my spare time this week. So over the weekend in pop culture, uh, we lost a beautiful, vibrant mother of three kids named Jackie O. She was a member of Wild 'N Out, and I followed her on YouTube for the last 3, 4 years. Great content whenever I got to see what she was doing, the trip she was taking with her friends. Yeah, I know it's for women, but I'm a content junkie, so I like to see who else has to offer anything. And she always has some great tidbits about life, love, and sharing her family, with the masses. And she's prominent for being on Wild and Out, and also being the girlfriend of DC Young Fly, who is somebody once upon a time I didn't think was funny, way back in the Vine days, but I've grown to really, really respect and love his hustle and love his comedy and the way he just keeps it real. And man, it's just so sad to see that somebody, lose somebody that they love with all their heart. And now she's gone and she has to leave behind three beautiful children and they'll never get to know what it's like to grow up with all their parents. And it was more jarring because of the possible circumstances to how she died. Now, all of this is allegedly because we don't have a whole lot of information on it. What we do know is that she had elective surgery. She just gave birth to her son 7 months ago. You can find all of this online and on her YouTube channel as well. You can see she gave birth, and she talked about getting a mommy makeover. And for now, it's being speculated that she passed away from the complications of that mommy makeover. And the mommy makeover, and this is where I'm not as experienced in it because I'm not a woman. I don't know what it is. I just Googled it. It's considered a surgery for mothers who trying to get some breast augmentations, maybe some stomach augmentations. But lately, it's been known to also have the BBL be added to it. Now, for context, I do not like BBLs. Before y'all ladies say, "Oh, you a man and you ain't supposed to," no, let me tell you something. Anything that anybody does to attain and achieve a certain perfection, and it also puts your life at risk, it's not fucking worth it. I have some ladies who are friends of mine who are on my Facebook page or in my group who have BBLs, and I posted on Facebook. I said, you know what? Look, I'm glad that y'all survived it. I'm glad that you're still here. I do not like BBLs. I think it's dangerous, and it's not something that's natural. Why are you doing it? Just to achieve what? A fat ass, small waist. If you really work your ass off in the gym, you'll get it. You know. It's not something that you really need, it's something you want. So you're willing to die for what you want, and then you'll get responses like, "Well, you get childbirth, you can die from childbirth." That's not something that is elective. I mean, yeah, of course you choose to have children, but it's not a surgery that's going to better you. It's not a surgery. Childbirth is something to give. You're bringing life into the world. I'm sorry, I'm stumbling a little bit because I'm working. Like I said, um, it's to bring children into the world. It's to bring life and multiply and multiply and be plentiful and fruitful. It's one of the more natural things you can do, and most women like to have their births natural, no complications. Well, complications still arise from it, but at the end of the day, um, it's not the same as surgery to change your appearance. And I really hate when people bring it up to justify doing something dangerous to fix yourself. And I had some women disagree with me. I had some women agree with me, and that's cool. You know, we don't all have to always agree on everything. But I had somebody specifically who we always clash with our opinions because some people like to clash but can't keep it cordial. I can keep it cordial and clash with you because I'm an adult. I can have an opinion and push forward. And sometimes I get a little ignorant, as we all do, but I mostly try to keep everything in a straight line. And then if I disagree with it, we can have a great discussion about it. It might get a little heated sometimes, but it ain't never gonna get to the point where I need to block your ass or something like that. Well, this person blocked me because we had a difference of opinions. And I even said specifically, look, if you survived it, that's great. I'm happy for you because I know she had a BBL. I mean, back in the day, she didn't have all that. Now she has all of it. That's great. Now I'm not gonna sit up there and be one of those guys. Look, I love a fat ass. I love big titties. I mean, that's just how it is. I love all that. But I don't love it at the expense of you hurting yourself for it or potentially sticking fat in a place where it's supposed to naturally be and pressing up against a vein in your body and creating a fucking pulmonary embolism resulting in a heart attack. Because that's what happens. That's why the mortality rate for BBLs are so high. It's because of that. And it's the most dangerous elective surgery you can get. This is said by doctors. It's not something I'm making up. I've seen it. But because I had a difference of opinion with her in many things, she blocked me. And that brings me to say, why the fuck can't we agree to disagree on things? How come women can say certain things about men, but when we say those things back, we're the ultimate bad guy. You're not supposed to do this. You're supposed to support us. But even if you have an opinion, you shouldn't say anything. That's bullshit. If I have an opinion, I'm going to say what I want to say. But I'm also going to tell you and be honest with you and be respectful about it. I'm not gonna call you out your name. I'm not gonna call you gay like some women do to men whenever they say, "Why you worried? Why you doing this? Why you doing that?" It's because I have an opinion. Now, granted, some motherfuckers are just ridiculously ridiculous with their opinions and they say stupidest shit in the world, and it prompts some of those responses. But there are guys who, like me, actually try to see both sides and actually try to give valid opinions and give valid criticisms, but it's not always accepted. This is my whole thought process on the whole situation. I would never, ever in my life say, hey, someone deserves to die by getting this type of surgery. I think you're a piece of shit if that's what you say. There are going to be women who get it regardless. All I can do is keep a prayer said for all of you, whoever gets it, and who listens to this, I'll say a prayer for you because you never know what's going to happen. Just like with life, period. But don't compare me walking outside or something like that to elective surgery. Don't do that because it's not the same. This is something that you're going to go under the knife for. They're going to willingly put you to sleep. I'm going outside because I want to go outside because that's more natural than getting the BBL. Don't compare it to childbirth because childbirth is more natural than getting the BBL. Anything else that you try to compare it to and say that it's a risk doing anything, it's more natural than having somebody put one piece of fat from one part of your body to another part of your body just so you can achieve perfection. Fuck perfection. Because once you get that surgery, you're gonna want more. And once you want more, just like somebody who takes their first hit of crack, if they like that shit, they're gonna want more. But then you're gonna see another imperfection, and you're gonna try to fix that. Ladies, you're beautiful regardless. We've always been told that, oh, we don't give support to women. We always bash them. Ladies, this is support. Telling you that you're beautiful and you don't need this, and you shouldn't want it. It's not trying to control you. It's telling you that, hey, I see you, the real you, without all that shit, without the makeup, without all that. And I love a woman who knows how to wear makeup. It's cool. Some women be kicking that shit up, be looking so crazy, look like a fucking clown, be looking like your casket shark. Hell, niggas dress casket shark, but that makeup be looking bad. Someone who know how to do it right though. I don't care about weave. I don't care about none of that bullshit. Natural hair is fucking amazing. I love that. I love all of it. But see, stuff like getting your body done, that's scary, man. You never know. Look, man, I don't want to see somebody I love get under the knife just to fix something that they don't like. Now, I can see if it's like a breast surgery, removing breasts. As much as I'm a titty man, I can understand that's something that you need. You may need that because you have to walk every day. I can't carry it. I'm not carrying it, so I'm carrying my fat, but I can only imagine having back problems because my breasts are too big. I understand that. But the BBLs, I don't think that it's worth it, risking your life for a fat ass. And it's all because it's partially on us, fellas. It's partially on us because we honor and we tote women with the perfect fine ass physique over the skinny ones, over the big girls, over all that. Fuck that. These women are beautiful regardless, man. They are all beautiful in their own right. If you're not attracted to it, move on. You ain't gotta say, fuck you, you ugly bitch, I ain't fucking with you. I wish your ass was bigger. I made a mistake back in the day and I told my best friend that if she was light skinned, she'd be cuter. And that fucking hurt her. You know how stupid I was to say that? I was about 20, 23, 24 when I said that. As a grown ass man looking back, man, those words hurt. Those words really, really hurt when you tell women shit like that. Ladies, we are not, we don't pick our dick sizes. This genetics. Just like a fat ass, just like big titties. All that's genetic. Why are we making fun of genetic shit? If a man's dick is small, you think he asked for that? No. If a woman's ass is fat, not fat, or maybe too fat, you think she asked for? No, that's just life. We shouldn't do anything about it to fix it. That's who we are. We're supposed to rock with who we are. The only thing that we should be changing is our weight. And I'm saying this as a big man who needs to lose weight himself. I'm well aware. But back to Miss Jackie O, she chose the surgery to fix her appearance. Now, there are some other allegations going on. She was some conspiracy theorists, but I saw on the news that they're investigating it because it was in a hotel. It wasn't on a surgery table. Thank God it wasn't one of those. But at the same time, now you have all these conspiracy theories because it was at a hotel after. Now, she had a doctor who was not fucking licensed. So that's another thing. Ladies, what's up with us getting these fucking shade tree fucking mechanics working on our bodies? On your bodies. Why? You need to get, if you're going to do this, you need the best, most certified motherfucker. If you need to spend top dollar, spend top dollar. If you're going to get surgery and you're going to do a BBL and you're going to go to somebody who's going to do it for a tenth of what the real surgeons who are certified charge you, then you're asking for it. Don't go to somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, doesn't have that many surgeries under their belt, and this doctor's not even certified that did that. That could have been complications from the surgery. There's a lot of bad things that can happen to a lot of people because you want it that bad, you're not willing to pay the most for it. If you're going to get it, pay the most. And if you can't afford it, then fucking do it the old fashioned way. Work out. At the end of the day, it's not about men not wanting to see you succeed or wanting to see you be beautiful. For me, personally, it's about wanting you to be healthy and not lose your life and not leave behind children or leave behind the person that you love the most just because you want to achieve something for yourself. It's not really something that you need. It's not worth it. Now, let's flip it on this side. There are men out here who are so fucking insecure about themselves that if they see a woman getting better, they're gonna put her down and say shit like, "Oh, you deserve to die if you want to get this done." Those are assholes. Those are piece of shit ass niggas. Those are nut ass niggas who don't know what the fuck they talking about. They're just insecure because they know that you can do better. Especially if he ain't no shit. And that's another thing I want to talk about. Yeah, ladies, I get on niggas too in insecurity. Hey, I'm an insecure ass nigga myself. I already know. I'm insecure about a lot of things, but that's on me. A lot of men they not ready to admit when their insecurities are on them. Sometimes I sit there and I think about, hey, if I have a girlfriend, because I'm single, but if I had a girl, would she be able to accept me for the way that I look right now? I'm not happy about the way I look right now, but I also have a condition that's kind of hindering me from doing what I need to do to lose the weight that I want to lose. Now, I've lost some before, and I was in shape, but I'll talk about my condition in a later episode. Something I want to talk about, and you know, hopefully, I'll have my co-host Swerve with me to balance it and ask me the questions that need to be asked so I can explain it a little bit more extensively. But back to the insecurity of us men. Most men, they're okay, and this is what we need more of to talk about it. But most men are aware of their insecurities, and we wear it with a badge of honor because it makes us stronger. We're working through it. We're trying to get better. Then you got red pill society pieces of shit who are never going to work through it. They're going to mask it with, oh, you have to be this way. You have to be that way. You have to fuck as many bitches as you can to feel like a man. That's insecurity because you don't need to fuck as many women as you can to feel like a man. You just need to be a fucking man. And being a man ain't that hard. It's taking care of yourself, accepting responsibility for your actions, taking care of those who you love. Sometimes it ain't always about independence because look at this the fucking economy we live in. Most of us are still living home with our folks because it's cost effective. But if you a grown ass man and you living with your people and you're not taking care of your shit and you ain't helping out, that's a little bit of insecurity right there, my guy. And if a woman don't want to fuck with you because of that, and you gonna call her out of her name, or you ain't gonna help out, or you gonna bitch her out, or you gonna try to put your hands on her, that's insecurity, my nigga. That's emotional instability instability also has immaturity and insecurity because you're not secure where you need to be at. There are men who were talking bad about this woman when she passed away because of a BBL, saying that she deserved it. She got no, she didn't deserve to die. We deserve to uphold these women and lead them and love them. Lead them not saying I need to be in front, but help guide them. I say that let's help guide them in a way because sometimes we all need guidance. We all need guidance. I would want a woman to guide me to specific outcomes that I need to be guided to. I need to guide them on a path of self acceptance, and we also have to accept ourselves. There are certain things we can do to fix ourselves that don't require us to hurt ourselves. I mean, the only pain that I miss, and I miss this personally, is working out pain. But something where I got to get cut open and, you know, cut open to enhance my look. Fuck that. And I'm secure in my in myself to say. And there are a bunch of women who are secure in themselves to say, "Hey, I love the way I look, but I'm gonna work on these certain things, and I don't need that. I got something. I'm good." But the men who shit on women just because and something happens, complications from surgeries, saying you deserve that, they're mostly insecure because they can never get somebody like that, or the men who don't want women to get the surgery done, but not because they want them to survive or they don't want them to take a risk. They love them the way they are. Some of those men are afraid that when that woman starts looking the way that she's going to look, say the surgery is successful, she's going to look like a fucking 10, which should already been a 10 in his eyes before. But now she got the body to match it. He's afraid that she's not going to want him anymore. And that's probably because his ass wasn't doing his job in the first place. You can't project your insecurities onto a woman. I mean, a woman, you can't do it to men. It's not healthy. I'm rambling. I'm sorry. This is my first show. I'm going to get to my point. My point is insecurity is not something that any relationship can survive. Insecurity is the death of many people as far as relationships are concerned. And we can be better than that. Don't be afraid to explain yourself and explain why you might feel this way. Come to an understanding. Don't bottle that shit up because it'll be the worst possible thing you can do. But enough about the BBL shit. I do wish all the love and support in the world for DCM5 and its three babies, her friends and family. And I'll say this, ladies, you are beautiful. And I wish a lot of you knew that you can do what you want to do. You can get your surgeries. That's cool. But please be aware of the consequences that may happen. You might go in there for a surgery to look good and something bad could happen. I just want ladies to be aware of what kind of doctor they're using. Don't use a rink-dink ass doctor. Use somebody who is worth the money. And then if this is what you really want, and nobody can talk you out of it, you go to the best fucking doctor you can. But ultimately, we can't stop them. Some men say they could, but no. But I honestly think that insecurity is in all of us, and that drives a motherfucker to do the stupidest things possible, like risk your life for a fat ass, or talk shit about people just because they did that. We can't push trauma on top of trauma. It just don't work. So this has been my first show, and I didn't want to go too long, but I also wanted to touch on that. And like I said, I'm getting new to this, so it sounds like I rambled a lot. I did. I ain't gonna front, but I'll be back this weekend. I can't do it on Friday or Saturday, maybe Sunday, but I'm aiming for a Friday drop every week. And I'll be talking about other things. This is a little teaser preview of what I like. First official episode. Thank you for listening. He's not here, but my co-host is Swerve. I have been Blade Brown. This experience in English show. Take it easy.